Welcome back to Pocket Pep Talks. This episode, we're going to talk about limbo phase, okay? And why limbo feels so shit and what to do about it. So, this one is going to hit hard or be very relatable for you, especially if you're in your 30s. If you're not in your 30s, if you're in your 20s, if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, then it doesn't really matter. The age doesn't matter. We're talking about that limbo phase, okay? It's that horrible in-between space where everything feels possible, but nothing is actually happening. So it's that chapter or that space you're in when you don't really know where you're going. You don't know if you're coming or going. You don't know if you're going forwards or backwards. You're just in the messy middle, and that's why we call it limbo. So I know you're familiar with this feeling, and you'll be familiar with it, I'd say, numerous times in your life, like me. It could be one day you're all in, ready to change your life, and the next you're second guessing everything. You're waiting for some kind of sign or perfect moment to tell you, I guess, what comes next or the next step to take. And this can apply to any scenario. This can be life decisions. This can be deciding whether to leave a job and go for a new one. It can be deciding whether you want to be in a committed relationship with someone that you've just been dating. It can apply to anything, really. It's that middle where it could go either way. And when we're in limbo, it means that you can be easily swayed by everyone else's opinion because you haven't decided, you're not clear on if it's going to be one way or another. And you can be constantly doubting yourself. You're exhausted and anxious from overthinking every little thing. You're staying stuck in situations that you know aren't right for you, but you also don't know where you're supposed to go. And you keep telling yourself that you'll take action soon or when the perfect time arrives. But we all know that there's no perfect time. And that's why limbo feels so shit. Because your brain hates uncertainty and it would rather stay stuck in a situation that's familiar, even if it's really miserable, than risk the unknown. So staying in limbo feels safer than making the wrong choice. But safety is costing you your peace, your clarity, your progress, your happiness. You can't stay stuck in limbo and be happy, relaxed, and calm in that space. So, what you need to do is decide. So, if you're not happy, decide that you're done living like this. If you know you have toxic friends, whether they're old or new, decide that you deserve better and that they're impacting your energy. If you're stuck in a job that drains you, decide that you're worth more and start looking for a new job or start thinking of other avenues for you to get out of that job or work your way up through a different role. You don't have to have it all figured out today, and you don't need a big long 10-step plan or a guarantee that everything will work out. But I guarantee you that if you just make this one decision and decide what direction you're going in, that everything will feel better. And it doesn't matter if that direction ends up being the wrong one, because you will learn something from that decision. But just making the decision in itself will move you forward, whereas not deciding will keep you stuck. And I'm not saying that it's easy, but honestly, staying in limbo is the worst place to be. I've been there so many times, and of course I was afraid of making the wrong decision. I was afraid of taking the next step. I was afraid of whatever it was. But honestly, being in limbo was the worst feeling of all. It absolutely drains the life out of you. So if you're feeling stuck right now, if you're in that limbo phase, pick a direction, any direction. You can always adjust as you go, but at least you're moving. And that moment you decide will give you so much power and control, and you will feel a lot more confident in your decision and where you're going next. If you need help with making decisions, if you need help with getting out of the limbo phase, you know where to find me, becca@beccagillen.com, unfuckmethod.com/30s. Thanks, guys. See you in the next episode.